Hi, welcome to A Punk with Toys. I'm Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the Super 7 GI Joe Reaction Bazooka. So, if you like the video, if you like the content, give me a thumbs up, follow the channel, I'd appreciate it. So, quickly, Bazooka. Now, I'm on the fence with a lot of these figures, because as I've said before, I think $18 is it's pretty pricey, and I'm not sure how much I like 5 points of articulation, although you can fit them into your scenes if you display them. And this is a winter bazooka, so we've never had anything like this. He actually looks really nice, and of course, as I walked by him numerous times, didn't pick him up, I finally decided, hey, I wonder how he fits with Alpine, because they were synonymous with being together in the TV show. So, quickly, here we have our reaction card. Nice artwork. You gotta love the artwork. Bazooka always seemed like a buffoon in the cartoon, but this doesn't make him seem like that, and I never really took him that way. On the back, here we have both waves of the figures, and of course, these two hidden ones are the Target exclusives. And then we have an actual file card. It's really nice. Gives you his name, where he's from, his specialties, his ranking, and then an actual bio. Hey, Hasbro, it's your property. This is what we want. So anyway, there's the artwork. Again, nice explosion. Cool art. Again, I like the fact that you look at these Super 7s and you can tell if they weren't done by the same artist, they're instructed to have the same type of artistry. As you can see, here's the two different ones. This one here is from Series 1. From Series 2, just how they used to do it before. Give us all the, all the figures that we had, and then the new figures that are coming out. And then we have our 5 points of articulation figure, and again, these figures are kind of growing on me, but again, his arm moves up, his legs move up, and his head turns. But he does have a backpack. Ooh. And then he has his bazooka. So anyway, let's take a look at him. Gonna put him with Alpine and see if you can make it work. So let's take a look at this thing. All right, so here we have it. Card art. Again, like I said, looks absolutely awesome. GI Joe, Bazooka, Mission Specialist, of course, no real American hero. I have a feeling they were told they can't use that because they want to do that for the new O-rings that Hasbro's doing. Reaction figure. Again, this is not a Hasbro. They have licensed out the property, so people don't complain that Hasbro's trying to get rich or they're trying to take your money by charging $18. Not a Hasbro figure. And on the back, we have all the figures from the two lines and the file card, which, just to be honest, this is exactly what we want. I do love it. I think it looks amazing. It looks great. Hasbro, take a cue from Super 7 and do it this way. So now let's take a look at the figure. And let's lower this down and zoom in. And you can see, how do these two figures fit in together? And let's be honest, Alpine, when you look at him, he kind of already looks like he should be in the winter months. So I think they fit absolutely perfect. They scale wonderfully together. And they were just synonymous with being together. So here you kind of have these two figures. Obviously, one is an O-ring. So if you have the O-ring version, I probably should have grabbed the 4-inch one, but you can tell, you can imagine the 4-inch figure. I can grab a 4-inch figure from right here. They're a little bigger, and he's also on the stand. So if you have him on the stand, you can see they're bigger. But if you look at the O-ring, that's what I kind of wanted to compare them to, put them together. I think they look absolutely wonderful together. I mean, it sucks that you can't crouch or anything, but I think we can get him in a couple pretty good poses, especially if I have him on a rope or anything. You can kind of be straight armed, or if he's hanging on the back of the Snowcat with Alpine here. So anyway, we'll take a look at the figure really quick, see how they look together. So again, I think they look nice together. I walked by this figure a couple times and I finally gave in and said, hey, you know what, let's do it. So here we have this Bazooka, and this is what he had in the cartoon. It's hard to remember exactly how it was, but I did remember that it was nothing like what we had in the toy. And this is the Arctic one. So it looks nothing like anything we ever had, and that was the reason why I did go back and pick him up. His face sculpt looks really nice. He's got the helmet. Unfortunately, helmet does not come off. He's got his police officer mustache. And the detail on this looks really nice. And then he has the backpack with missiles, which is very similar to what he had on the O-ring. It does pop off. Now, I'm not really sure what Super 7 is doing here. They have a whole different type of peg system that nothing else is going to fit into there. That's disappointing. You can't use them on, like an old vehicle or anything that they might have a peg, or even put on a vintage backpack, or use this on the vintage. It'd be nice if they just used the same hole setup. And then again, we get to the holes on the feet, which again are two different sizes. So he's not going to fit on any of the pegs that are made for your GI Joes. But when you look at this guy, he does look really nice. I think the detail on this is really good. It's a figure that we've never had, and I doubt we're ever going to get. So I was willing to spend a little bit more to get this figure, just get him in my lineup and see how he fit with Alpine. And I kind of want to show you guys, if anyone has the vintage Alpine, or even if you have the 4-inch Alpine and you want to put these two together, make it in some sort of snow setting, here you have it. They work pretty well together. So there he is again. There's not too much to go with articulation. Their heads turn back and forth. Not even all that much because of the big snow jacket he has. His legs go up and down. Like he can sit on the ground. Look at that, sit on the ground. You don't have to worry about them snapping their thumbs. He can do planks, which is pretty cool. I mean, who doesn't want to do planks? And he can stand here and he can give Alpine a big old hug. Look at that. All right, let's wrap it up. Don't need to spend that much time on this. All right, so there you have it. That is the Super 7 Reaction GI Joe Bazooka. I should have mentioned once again, and I mentioned this in the other videos that I've done in Super 7, is they comes in this casing, which is really nice. What it does is, you can see here on this one, it locks it into place. This way, they're not bouncing around. If you want to hang it on a wall, you can hang it. Figure's always going to be facing you. So it looks really nice if you put them on your own pegs. If they're hanging on the walls, you can't stand them. I've showed you that before. This one has a little bit bigger. If they went around where the white was, you'd be able to stand them. I'm pretty sure, but they added this border. I don't know if maybe that's an edict that Hasbro told them. So, nice looking figure. I think he pairs with Alpine really nicely. If they gave me this Alpine in a reaction figure, I doubt I would buy them because I have the O-ring vintage, and actually I have a couple. And I don't need to pair the same figure with this. They really do work good together if they're in the background, or if you can get them in just kind of doing something where you wouldn't be, have to bend, pose, fight. But I'm going to see about maybe hanging him with a rope with Alpine, or put him with my Snowcats. Thinking about redoing my GI Joe room, and especially the snow stuff, moving it over. So anyway, that's it. That's Bazooka Reaction. I'm rambling on. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Follow the channel. I'm constantly posting content. I think I did 4 videos this weekend. So I didn't even think I was planning on getting that much stuff in. But hey, unfortunately, it seems like we have a lot of issues when it comes to our toys. And there's our bazooka. Look at that. Pretty cool. It's got a strap. So this is me just rambling on. And there's got to be one of you that's made it to the end of this video, and I don't know why. It kind of sits there. It looks cool. Anyway, I do like this figure. These reaction figures are kind of growing on me. Again, I guess they're like Star Wars. Not for everyone. If you think 18 bucks is too expensive, don't buy it. It's that simple. Anyway, I'm out of here. Punk with Toys on Instagram, and happy toy hunting.